In this video, I'm going to outline my entire ads ecosystem. That is right. I am literally giving away all of the secrets of my program. And you guys know I'm going to love every minute of it. And so this is a video that I'm actually shooting for my Lean on Laurel students. But I figured, why not hit the live button and just allow you guys to be a fly on the wall so that you can see why my ecosystem strategy is so powerful. Okay. Now, this is a strategy that has protected my clients from the iOS update, right? A lot of people lost a lot of data. My agency clients kept rocking and rolling because of the certain tactics that is involved inside this strategy. And so as I'm going through outlining and drawing it out, what to know right now is that there are 5 campaigns. Now, this strategy can be ran for as little as $500 a month. One of my clients, he's running it for less than $500 a month. He's working 2 hours a day and he's bringing home $12,000 a month, sometimes 15. And that's for less than $500 a month. So if you think that you have to have a large ad budget, you don't really need to. So, and also not every single campaign is going to be needed. Like, it depends on where you are, right? If you don't have an audience right now, you're probably going to concentrate more on the 2 top of funnel campaigns that I'm going to draw out. If you already have a lot of warm traffic, there's good news for you, because the middle of funnel campaigns are going to give you some of that low-hanging fruit. And best of all, you can run those at $2 a day. So we're going to get right into it, okay? So what a lot of people are doing, and this is how you could actually capitalize on this strategy when everyone else, you ever hear the term, let's zig when everyone else is zagging, right? What most people are doing is they're running ads, right, straight to an offer, right? They're doing cold, which is fine. A lot of people think that I don't do that. I actually do. Okay, there are 2 campaigns that I run. That one is number 1, okay? Now, this is where I think a lot of people get my strategy mixed up. I think this is where they get the wrong idea, is because I don't launch offers first. I actually launch something that's called power content, okay? These are 3 pieces of video. So we'll say power content. Now, what I consider power content are 3 to 5 minute videos. Now, if you are in the brick and mortar space or you're in the e-commerce space, good news. You can have them as 60-second videos. You don't need to 3 to 5. But when you're in the coaching space, service provider, people need a little bit more time with us, right? You don't have to convince someone to go eat a slice of pizza. You don't have to convince someone to go to the dentist. You don't have to, convince someone to buy this beautiful coffee mug, right? You don't have to convince them. But when you're in the online marketing space and you are a coach, a consultant, service provider, we have to spend a little bit more time with our audience. That's just the way it is, okay? And so that's why I recommend that these videos be 3 to 5 minutes. Now, this is where people think that all I do is run power content so that I can send people to an offer. That is not true. But this is why, this is kind of the spot where they get mixed up, is because before I launch an offer, this is going to be campaign number 2, right? I run campaign number 2 first because of the safetiness of this strategy. So power content videos have very short copy, just headline, promise of value, and a quick little CTA to something that I call a bribe, which is a value bomb. Now, this is not something that people opt into. What people do is they actually comment below this video to get the value bomb. Now, I always run that first because it's the least risky of the Facebook ads, right? There's very short copy. And so the chances of Facebook rejecting these are much smaller than them rejecting an offer. So that is why I run power content first. I don't run power content first to build an audience to send an offer to. Now, while we do send warm traffic to an offer, that is not the reason, that is not the number 1 reason, let's just say, that I run power content. Okay. So wanted to get that out of the way because that is that is a myth that people think that I run power content. I see it all the time, students being like, well, you need to run power content first, and that's not true. Okay, so far we've got 2 campaigns that are top of funnel. Now, if you've been hanging out with me for a while, you know that this is going to be a video view campaign at $5 a day. Okay, and each of these are going to be its own ad set. Some people put all 3 of these videos in one ad set. I don't want to do that because I want full control. If you put all of these in one ad set, Facebook is likely going to choose the video that it wants to give the budget to. I want to have a handle on each of these videos and how they're going to do. Okay, now campaign number 2 is running. Campaign number 1, I actually recommend Joel Erway's power offer. I use that for pretty much everything that I do, but it doesn't matter. Like for me, that's my $7 offer. For some of you guys, this is a webinar. For some of you guys, this is an application funnel. Some of you guys, this is a lead magnet. Okay, it doesn't matter. And that's what I keep telling you guys. Like this ecosystem is built, like I build it for my restaurant clients. I build it for my dental clients. Like it doesn't matter. Like so many people think that this is a high ticket ad strategy. It doesn't actually matter what type of business that you have. This ecosystem, I build it for every type of business, and guess what? It's fail proof. There's not a lot of strategies that you can say are fail proof, and you guys are going to see why it's fail proof. Okay, so here you're going to get clicks, right? Or you're going to get opt-ins, depending on what type of offer you have, right? For me, my $7 program, it's a click. For those running webinars and application funnels and all of that, it's opt-ins, right? So you're going to take the amount of people who are landing on this page, right? But keep in mind, there's going to be a percentage of people who opt in, and there's going to be a percentage of people who will not, okay? So let's say you have a 30% opt-in rate for people seeing cold traffic, seeing the ad and opting in. Well, what do you do with the other 70%, right? Well, boom, we can send them to power content, right? Right here. So just because they didn't opt into a webinar doesn't mean that they're not interested in your offer. As a matter of fact, a lot of people right now aren't watching webinars. And so let's feed them the webinar content through this. Here's the thing. I am not just cutting up a webinar and putting these videos. Those videos need to be strategically shot with a proper formula. I use headline, promise of value, CTA, humble brag, meat and potatoes, and then close with the CTA. Okay, that's the power content formula. Now, if at any time during this video, I am mentioning things that, you know what, you don't have the script for, the template for, the walkthrough for, just drop a line below this video and I will hook you up, okay? So right now we've got 2 campaigns going on. We've got one cold campaign going to an offer, and we've got a cold campaign video view going to power content, okay? So now what we're gonna do is all of these people who are engaging, right, 25% or more of any of 3 of these videos, I'm going to make an audience of those video viewers, and then I'm going to make an audience of the people who opted in. That is going to be my warm stack, okay? Now, notice I'm only building my warm stack with the people who have opted in to the lead magnet, or if I have a low ticket offer, I'll do my clicks. But if you have an opt-in, I would recommend sending people who clicked but didn't opt in to power content, give them one more chance to enter this ecosystem that we're about to build down here, okay? We want to protect this ecosystem at all costs. So that means we want to be polarizing in our power content. A lot of you guys are not being polarizing enough. I have one client who only works with 7-figure e-commerce store owners. And so in his power content, he's very polarizing, and he actually tells people, if your e-commerce store is not at 7 figures, stop watching this video. The strategy I'm about to go over will not work for you. A lot of you guys are not being polarizing enough, and so you're not protecting your retargeting ecosystem down here, okay? So right now, up until in this video, we only have 2 campaigns running, right? We've got power content, and we've got an offer campaign. See? Doesn't matter. Like if this was a restaurant, this would be This could be like our sign up for our coupon, getting coupons in our newsletter or whatever, right? So now we have a warm audience. Now, for those of you guys who didn't have a warm audience before, you're going to have to push traffic here and here in order to build this. You might only run these 2 campaigns for a month before you even launch any of the ecosystem here at the bottom, because you need a warm audience to run the ecosystem. So I'm going to show you guys something that is giving my clients a really quick win right now. Okay. And I am going to branch it off right here. So this is being sent to the warm stack, and this is campaign number 3. And I call it a conversion multiplier. Okay. Now what this is going to be a Reels type video, 60 seconds. It's got captions, but what this is going to do is it is going to promote the value bomb or the bribe that you created here. This right here is responsible for my agency clients getting 30 to 40 times their return on ad spend. Here's why. Okay? And you don't have to have a webinar. This works for anything. I'm running this for people who are clicking to my $7 offer and scoring huge. Okay? So here's how this works, right? Think about this. If you're running ads, you're paying for this traffic here. You're paying high dollar for cold traffic, right? What if they are not moving through the funnel? Let's say you get an opt-in. I'll give you a direct example. One of my clients, she's running a webinar, right? If you guys know, people are not moving through webinar funnels like they used to. And so I was like thinking, how could I capitalize on traffic that we've already paid for? And since they're not moving through the funnel, how can we get them in Messenger so that we can move them to a phone call, right? Because she has offer to a webinar page to an application page, right? That's what it looks like. So I'm like, for the people who aren't getting through the funnel, right? How can we have a conversation with these people much faster, right? And so what we're doing is we're letting the people who watched our power content, engaged with this offer, and we're doing a short 60-second reels that is literally just promoting the value bomb that she's giving away. So for instance, if I were giving away this strategy, I would be like, inside this playbook is the answer to all of my clients getting 30 to 40 times their return on ad spend, just like my client Tish, who's done XYZ, just like my other client Josh, who's done XYZ. And I want to give this playbook to you absolutely free. Drop me a line below this video and I'll send it straight to your messenger. No opt-in, just a thank you for watching this video. So you see how I did that? I promoted the value bomb and I made it super, super valuable, right? Like this is the playbook that is getting my clients 30 to 40 times their return on ad spend, okay? So by the way, if you want this template that I just did, just drop me a line below this video and tell me you want the template, okay? So that's campaign number 3, and we can make as many of these as we want, okay? Make as many of these as what? This is the first of the warm campaigns, right? The second of the warm campaigns, which is going to be campaign number 4, is going to be something that I call the Hot 7. This is something that I recently did for Joel Irway, and I actually did a workshop, and it is behind a paid gate. But if you guys want to see the workshop that I did with Joel Irway and I, drop a line below this video and it will be yours. And you can kind of see what his Hot 7 looks like, and then you'll also see what my Hot 7 looks like and all this, but I'm going to go over. So Hot 7 are going to be 7 pieces of content. They do not have to be videos. A lot of times people think it has to be videos. One of these is your power offer, right? Because not everyone who's going to get this has seen your offer. Some people are coming in through power content. So the power offer is going to be that first one. And then these other ones are hitting people's objections and false beliefs. Okay. My private clients get a workshop on busting false beliefs and all of that. But you know what? If you're watching this video, drop me a line below. I'll give it. Like I am just kind of in a giving mood today. So if you guys want it, just drop it. So now we have 4 campaigns, right? This is going to run evergreen. we're not going to shut this off. So people are, if you're in the alarm stack, they're going to get this they're probably going to get it depending on how big the audience is, probably, once or twice a week, they're going to see all of these ads. There's going to be one more, and this is optional. This is optional. But this is going to be campaign number 5, even though it's not a campaign that you do in Ads Manager. I do boosted posts. And I do 3 a week. So anytime I post something on my business page, even if it's just me and my wife riding bikes, I boost it to my warm audience because people want to see our personalities. That and it doesn't have to have a call to action. It's just so we stay in front of people. But look at this. These are ran for $2 a day, right? So I have a client. I have an agency client who we don't do any top of funnel stuff. 0 top of funnel stuff. The only ad campaign that we run for her is this Hot 7 at $14 a day. This right here, just this at $14 a day, right? Because it's $2 a day. I don't even think she has all 7 ads up. I'm pretty sure she only has 5. So it's really $10 a day, right? Because each of these are their own ad set at $2. She brings in an additional 35 to 45,000 a month with just this campaign right here because she is an expert at organic lead generation. Okay. So this is powerful stuff. So this is a lot of people want to look at this as super advanced, but it's actually really simple, right? Because as a matter of fact, during this workshop that I did with Joel Irway, he called it a set it and forget it system, which it is, because once you have all of this stuff set up, the only thing, for me, I don't update this. Most of my stuff has been converting now. In the beginning, you have to optimize and make sure that you're keeping things up. But once you have everything dialed in, the boosted post is the only thing that you're doing every week. I am in this business to have a life. And people who come through my Lean on Laurel program, that's what they tell me. It's they're not only, able to attract clients with a low budget, but they're actually able to have time back. One of my favorite Lean on Laurel students, Katarina, she sent me a really nice email. And she's before I was in Lean on Laurel, she's I was organically, doing all of these messenger conversations and everything. And she's once we put in the ad strategy that's more automated, she's I got my evenings back. I got the weekends back. She wasn't spending any time with her children because she was on social. She had to feel like she had to be on social media every single day. With this, I actually call the ads manager my assistant because I have all of this in place. The ads manager is doing all the work. And again, this is only a $2 a day ad right here. $2 a day. $2 a day for as many as you want. $5 a day. And then this one is the most expensive, obviously, because it's $10 a day, right? Although I do have people that are running their power offer as a messenger ad and they're only doing it $5 a day. But this entire ecosystem could easily be ran with $500 a month. This is the ecosystem that brought one of my agency clients from spending $10,000 to $11,000 a month and only making $50,000 to $60,000, which I say only, but that's still a lot of money, right? That's still a great return. But once I implemented, because she was just doing this, once I implemented the Hot 7 and power content, we were actually able to lower her ad spend to $5,700 a month. And her conversions, she made her first $120,000 month. So now she's at 6-figure months. Lower ad spend. So did you hear what I just said? We literally cut her ad spend in half and more than doubled her revenue because of this. This is a set it, like I said, Joel Irway calls it a set it and forget it system. I showed this to him and now he's actually running this for his agency clients, which is awesome. And that's why I love giving away all of this information because everyone can run this. And how to run this is actually in my $7 program. How to run this is actually on my YouTube channel. But if there's any resources here that you need, because you watched this video, and this was kind of a long one, so because you were a trooper, if there's anything that you saw here that you want a specific training on, drop me a line below this video and it is yours. But if you just simply want to help me out and leave me a comment, did you like this video? Did you love this video? Did you find it valuable? What was your biggest takeaway? Drop it in the comments below.